Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Jacksonville State Gamecocks and the Kennesaw State Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game, he told his team this week that this is what he envisioned for them this season. Even though they lost the first game of the year, they have reeled off 5 straight wins, and he understands this team has what it takes to be special. Putting that adversity and that challenging start to the season behind them, they have what it takes to make big noise here starting today. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Owls offense will take the field first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Coming into the game, the defense talked about, man, they really wanted to get to this quarterback. Well, it didn't take long. 2 plays in, they get to him, and they get the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to run it. Didn't get past the marker when he started his slide, and now it's 4th down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away.
No, you got it. No, you got it.
On his way back from the 20.
Dang,
they'll
didn't
get
nobody
down
block
and put a
it?
stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So the Jacksonville State Gamecocks offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power 4. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for the squad.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in, run the football, and be more physical.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field.
I ain't gonna lie. That little key sounded kind of crazy.
Running inside, it's Savage. All right, guys, let's take a minute to think about Jacksonville State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Every time I think of gears
6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4.
Doing the story mode.
Back to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Wrestled
Boy,
down at the
like
8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Jacksonville State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
3, 4, 5 in the morning.
And the extra point is good.
We came with us to beat the game that same night.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25.
Yeah.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan.
No, we was about to get
great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Right.
Quarterback keep. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, what was so funny is that...
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other.
The next day, it was certain parts of the game I
other
didn't
than
even
the
remember.
Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way
y'all
I do,
like,
the
bro,
way you
like,
know each other,
yeah.
Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw
Yeah, I was
Pollock
like, bro, we
off a
made
little
it
bit on a
successful. I was
stage
like, bro,
like
I
this?
don't
In our
remember
opening
at all.
10-play
What you mean? He was
script, I
playing.
would have had David
Bro,
Pollock
I
cut
just don't
block.
remember.
Maybe even double team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
You're not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to...
Breaks into the open. The 30, the 20, 10, to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now we see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
What happened?
The play action fake. He'll try to do it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides. Kennesaw State right back to work. Linebackers trying to create some confusion.
Game.
Dropping back, it's Collins. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a deep grab. Just what they were looking for.
How in the... Over 2 of y'all he caught that?
Huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing.
That is so trash to me, bro. Like,
so after the break, they'll go back to work. good gain on that one.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Oh, I was not paying attention. Oh, my God. I didn't even realize I had, like, broke through. Bruh, that's supposed to be a sack. I did not pay attention when you realized that I had got to it.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's talk for a second about Jacksonville State. Recruiting starting to pick up a little bit for them, Jesse. I'm sure you saw they got a 3-star quarterback last week. And for a program like this, that can be a great building block.
That was a massive win for them. There were so many bigger programs after this guy, and yet he ended up here. And because of that, he is now a key building block, not just for this offense, but for the team moving forward. Lots of people very excited. And a lot of people expect to win right now just because of how good this 3-star QB is.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Like, they understand it's 3rd down. They understand the situation. They drop back. And I love it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tries to get it on the ground. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
I was trying to see what
well, they're setting the tone early in this game. 4th down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Luis. They're sending a very clear message to this defense.
We're going to try to get to it
we don't care what you do, but you are not going to stop us.
And the Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Williams open on the right side. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Maybe a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
That's what I left the game.
I meant to
respond back to say I left the game. I wasn't even on.
Run in the red zone. It's Savage. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Just feeds the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in third down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow. Try to get some penetration. Try to make a big play on first and goal that can maybe back them up.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play.
That's not a touchdown?
He will not get. The defense stopped him again.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Third and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Pushes for the goal line.
Thank you.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Dropping back, it's Collins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Owls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Grabbed over the middle, it's Morgan. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on third and long from the 26.
Oh, my
Punts it
God.
out of the air. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. It's out for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or
he tosses one high and deep down the left side.
Come on, yo, why y'all letting them catch this?
To get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He's got his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. And they will score!
Man.
Touchdown, Kennesaw State!
that textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing, you need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you are talking about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
Awesome.
I don't know if that was a bust defensively, but there was nobody in the middle of the field that time, making it way too easy for the offense to pick up a chunk play in the middle.
With the catch, it's Gentry. They'll knock him down, and that will take off to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Jacksonville State's head coach told me coming out of the locker room, Coach reminded his team in the locker room that this is a moment that they can claim some redemption. They've got a lead right now on the road. They lost this game the last time the 2 teams met, but this is their moment to put their foot down. He said, I want us to come out with the most energy we've had all game. Even though we've got a lead, this is where we set the tone for dominance down the stretch. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught by Williams on the right. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. The run inside. It's Savage. There's a little room there. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Makes the grab.
Dang.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside, it's Savage, and he's dragged down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be a more physical team here in the second half.
I don't know about that.
3rd quarter, we want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job
talking
by
about
this
sacks.
defense, staying confident, staying aggressive,
totally different,
and forcing a 3rd
thing.
down and goal.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. He's going for a big play downfield. Hauls it in down the sideline. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Morgan. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Kennesaw State right back to work.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He'll do it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped.
I don't know, shoot.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Yeah.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs
South
of
Carolina
slowing
not
down.
starting their
This guy
best.
just gets better as the
What are they
game
best
goes
like
on. He
defensive
is a
players?
beast.
Just working and poking and prodding and fighting his way up to the 36. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So the final period starts with a second down play. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. They'll go to work in the air on second down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd down from their own 20. Going to the run, it's Savage. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Gary. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. Kennesaw State right back to work.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Collins. Using his legs to buy some time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Running inside, it's Morgan.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Offenses know and work on it all week. 3rd downs, we got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this 3rd down. It could come back to bite them.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Well, it's do-or-die time if you're on offense, down by a lot of points. You're going to have to score a touchdown quickly. Nice job getting the big run play, but you've got to stay aggressive.
Especially from guys like that.
His way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. To the air, it's Collins. Throws for the tight end. Makes a catch. Touchdown, Owls. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a 1-possession game.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Runs for the tackle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the 1st.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Gamecocks with a response and a touchdown of their own.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
What time is supposed to, man?
Here comes the 2-point try.
What's supposed to be some what later?
They'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, not consistent. It'll be like he'll post it in there. Then next
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be
just
stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
To the air. It's Collins. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Unloads it left. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Play till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to